After a week of mental breakdowns and doom scrolling on TikTok for hours, I'm suddenly left with a lot more book recommendations than I have time for. So today, we're going to dive into the world of Booktok and reading some fan favorites again. Hi, hello, and welcome everybody to this new video. Now, you've already heard me say what we're about to do today. Reading Booktok books. Would I have read these books without Booktok existing? Probably, yes. Because they are also new releases. Well, two of them are new releases. The other one has been out for years and years and was popular in like 2020, but we're still doing it, alright? So, these are the three books I have picked out. The most popular one on Booktok probably being If We Were Villains. Again, this was popular in like 2020. I'm still going to read it. Though not first because I want to dive into romance first. The two romance books I picked are Daydream by Hannah Grace and Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. Both of these very, very highly anticipated. I've been wanting to read these. This came out like last week. This came out like 2-3 weeks ago. I'm excited, really, really hyped. I'm expecting both of these to be great. I don't know what to expect of this, okay? I've heard that it might not be very much up my alley, but I'm gonna give it my best shot, and I'm gonna give you my honest opinion on all of these. Also, not gonna spoil anything for you because I'm not a bad person. So I'm not gonna keep you for long. We are gonna dive right in to Wild Eyes. This is why I'm here. This is what I live for. I've been wanting to read this book so bad, but I knew that I was gonna have to read it in a video. I knew that I was gonna do that. It was the plan all along. My mastermind brain was like, we're doing this. So, plan is reading Wild Eyes. I have this on my Kindle, so I'm just gonna lay back, see you soon, and read this book. Because I want to. Let's go. The last time I read a book, and it was so fast, so fast. I've been sitting here for, I think, maybe an hour max. I don't know. I don't even think it's been an hour, okay? I've been sitting here. I'm 30% into the book, like a third, almost a third. A third would be 33%. I'm 30%, but we're not being that nitpicky, okay? We're just not. I'm having a blast. I'm having an absolute blast. I'm having a great time because this book is just fun. I'm like 11 chapters in. It's going great so far. Let me tell you a little more about the book because I didn't think I told you anything. It is a single dad romance. He has 2 kids, one son, Oliver, who is 8, and a daughter, Emmy, who is 6. And he has a ranch where he has horses, but he has like working horses, not like show horses. Overall, he's like in this whole dad group because if you don't know, this entire series is about a bunch of single dads who go bowling together, which is honestly very fun. It's very fun. So far, it's only been 1.5, 2 days in this book that they've known each other. So our female main character, she's a celebrity, okay? She's a country music singer, star, and she's just like running away. So far, I don't know what she's running away from. I'm not gonna tell you because I think that is kind of like part of the storyline, but she's running away from something. She is done. So she goes back to this place. We were in the first book, Wild Love, this one. We had this guy who opened up his own like record label, and so she goes there to record her new album, but without the help of anybody, without anybody but like butting in and like annoying her. She's like, I'm gonna do my own thing for the first time in my life. I'm gonna do my own thing. Since she's early and she didn't come announced, she's currently staying at West. That's his name of the main guy, right? She's currently staying at West's guest house, and she's like helping with his kids. It's cute. The book so far, really, really great, really, really fun. I am having the time of my life reading it. Honestly, at the pace that I'm going right now, I'll be done in like 2 hours, maybe 3. Probably 2 hours. So I'll be done by like 5. At some point today, my roommate's gonna come down and she's gonna cut my hair. We're just gonna do a little trim. You're probably not even gonna notice. I will continue reading now because I'm having so much fun. Like, literally so much fun. And I will come back to you in a little while to tell you an update on the book. But so far, this is fun. Well. Guess who finished the book? It's me! Not Mario. I hit myself in the face with my Kindle. It's fine. We're surviving and thriving here. I did it. I finished the book. I did it. I did it. I finished the book. Are we surprised that I did this in, I have no idea, like 3.5 hours? Absolutely not. Of course I'm not surprised. Nothing surprises me anymore when it comes to me and my reading speed. I cried a little bit. It was a little bit sad. It was also very beautiful. It was cute. I had a very good time. Was it my favorite Elsie Silver book? Probably not. But it's also very hard to beat the others. Like, most of her books for me are like 5 stars. This one, probably 4 stars. Okay, probably 4 stars. Still very good. Really, really good. Kind of obsessed with him and his little emails that he's writing her. It's just cute. It's adorable. I saw the problem and I saw the like 3rd act breakup happen in my head before it happened. As soon as something happened in the book, I knew immediately what the issue was going to be later in the book, but I didn't care. I didn't really care. It was fine. I'm fine. I finished the book and it was good and it was fun and I had a blast. I read it in one sitting. This book, just for starters, it's 450 pages long. Okay, I just read this in one sitting. I just sat down here. I got up once to go pee. That's it. And I want to live in this small town. Everything that Elsie Silver writes, I'm just like, give me more of it. I need more. So in this case, very glad. The thing is, with these books, they're over too soon. They always have the perfect length where you're not just like overwhelmed with what's happening, but at the same time you're like left wanting more. So now I'm sat here waiting for the next book in the series, which obviously isn't gonna happen anytime soon because we all know that this just came out last week. Honestly, not sure when and if I'm gonna be reading another book today because I think I'm gonna have a little bit of roommate time, socialize, go out, see the world. If I do start the next book, I will keep you updated on that. We will see. Good morning! Let's be honest, everybody, you wouldn't have realized that my hair was a little bit shorter, would you? Mostly because it's not actually that much shorter. Anyway, welcome to book number 2. It is Sunday, so the goal is actually to finish this book and also read the other book. Even though I'm more in the mood for a romance right now, I'm gonna go with If We Were Villains because this seems like it will be significantly more work than this. So we're saving this for the afternoon, the nighttime, and we're reading this in the early afternoon. Noon. It's pretty much noon right now. It's 428 pages. I feel like I can do that easily. I just need to be in the right mindset. So the mindset we're putting ourselves in today is just chilling and reading. I don't have anything else planned. Like, I have to do some laundry, like in the middle of it, but that's literally just putting stuff from the laundry machine into the dryer. Anyway, this is the plan. I have absolutely no idea what's going on, but I'm pretty sure that by the time that I update you on this book, I know exactly what will happen. I will see you then, and I will read for the foreseeable future. 22 pages into the book, okay? The only thing I have to say right now at this point is I wish I had more of a knowledge of Shakespeare, because I don't. When I was 17, 18, it's like 12th grade, I had this short phase where I thought I would really, really enjoy Shakespeare. So I read Romeo and Juliet. I didn't like it because I just don't like reading plays. That's just my personal opinion. This is not a play, but they are currently performing Macbeth on the beach, which just sounds creepy. I have absolutely no knowledge of the play. I have no knowledge of what it's about. I just, like, what I know is it comes from this book now. Which is also weird to say that, no, I know things about Shakespeare because I've read If We Were Villains. From what I understand, this book, the plot in this book, it's pretty damn simple. So, it's probably the opposite of simple. Anyway, we have our main character, Oliver. Oliver is a drama student in a college that primarily just focuses on Shakespeare. So he is there, he's learning, he's a 4th year, I think, and he's just like with his 7 friends who they're all like in this group, they're all in the same year. And as far as I know, Oliver is in prison, and he has been in prison for 10 years for a murder that he might or might not have committed. We don't know at this point. I highly doubt that we will figure it out. Honestly, I have a feeling that this book is gonna leave me with an open end, and I'm just gonna be like, what happened? I also never thought that my knowledge of Latin that I learned for 5 years in high school would ever come back to me, and I would ever need it again. I could translate one sentence, which I was very proud of. Like a pat on the back and a thank you to my Latin teacher. Yeah, I'm currently just like reading it. Honestly, to be fair, I don't want to lie to you. I'm not actually reading the book. I'm listening to the audiobook because I find it very hard to read the book just because I'm not good with the like old language. It's just not my I just don't prefer it. So I just thought maybe not. Maybe just not. So what I'm doing is actually sitting at my desk just playing some Stardew Valley and listening to the audiobook. I am planning on just like doing that the whole day because I have nothing else to do. Woo! The plan is to just like finish this today, which it's not hard. It is good so far and it is fun. I just don't think that I would be interested in reading the entire book just because they are reenacting the plays. That's what you do with plays, you play in the play. But do you understand what I mean? I have a feeling that a lot of the things that happen are not very necessary for the plot. They are necessary for the book, they're necessary for setting the mood, but not everything is important for the plot, right? They don't need to technically reenact the entirety of Macbeth for you to understand what the book is about, what's going on, right? However, it sets the right mood. It gets you into the mood. So I think it's much easier for me to get into that mood while listening to the audiobook. So let me get back to that, and I will come talk to you again later today when I have an update. I just came back from dinner, alright? But I want to say something, because I've been sitting down there with my headphones on, listening to the audiobook, and I've been thinking about it so much, and I have to say it. I love the way that in this book, the characters, what Oliver says in the book, like right now he just said it, that he has 2 kinds of feelings, and that sometimes they forget who they really are, and that they just merge with their character. I think that if you have a broader knowledge of Shakespeare's plays, you enjoy this book a lot more. Because I'm currently I'm in there because it's about Romeo and Juliet. I've seen a lot of Romeo and Juliet movies. I've actually read the play. I used to pretend like I enjoyed it. So I at least I know what they're doing, and I know what the characters are like, kinda. I'm not good with names, so that's a struggle, but at the same time, I love how sometimes the lines between the characters and the actors get so blurry, and how they're in a frenzy and they don't know what they're doing. It's done so well to the point where sometimes you don't know who is who anymore, because you don't know if they're currently themselves or if they're the role. And at the same time, you don't trust the people because they could all be acting. The only person I kind of trust to have nothing going on in his brain other than what he's currently telling us is Oliver. So I'm very happy and very excited to see what's going to happen further along that would lead to Oliver being in prison, because I don't know yet. But I will be listening to this for the rest of the night. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the audiobook now. The tears are just flowing at this point. I'm fine. This is why I have a tissue box next to my reading chair. It is a necessity. What was that last sentence? You all saw my jaw just like drop. I'm at a loss for words. That's what I am. I'm ready to tell you all that this is an amazing book. I was not expecting to enjoy it, but look at me. I cried my eyes out, which means I enjoyed the book thoroughly. I can only encourage you to listen to the audiobook. I personally think it's very good. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm pretty sure that I would have enjoyed the book nonetheless. It's just that I was scared of it because this is not my preferred genre. However, I loved this. I have to say, I was not spending a single brain cell on solving this thing, alright? I was just like reading, having fun. This was not on my bingo card, alright? First of all, the things that happened in this book were not on my bingo card. The book itself, not on my bingo card. Enjoying the book, definitely not on my bingo card. This was so good. I need to text my friend. Hold up. If you're watching this, Clara, I'm sending you a selfie. I send her a picture, 10 out of 10 would recommend. That's what this says. I love this. This was so good. This is a 5-star read. I wasn't expecting it, but I was in the middle of the book. But now that I've finished the book, it was so good. I did not stop reading once I picked this up. I was unable to leave this room. Like, I left to make dinner. The whole time I was sitting there with my headphones on, being like, weird. That's what I was. Also, like, the epilogue killed me. I think that this epilogue is rivaling. It has potential to be the saddest epilogue ever. And yes, I have read Clockwork Princess. And I would say that this epilogue wrecked me more. This is amazing, incredible, and even if you don't like thriller, mystery books, read this. Please do me a favor, read it. I don't know what to tell you. I don't even know how to describe it, but the feeling that this book gave me, so good. I've been reading this for a while. A long, long while. And I think that this book will have to wait till tomorrow. Honestly, I don't have a single brain cell left, or like a single ounce of will to live at this point, to start reading Daydream. I might start it like when I'm in bed, just to like calm down on my Kindle, because I do have the book on the Kindle because I have issues. But yeah, I don't see myself reading this book anymore tonight. I was thinking I would be done with this one way earlier. I was not. It is very late now. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow with this book. Are you ready for the finale, for the last book of today? 'Cause I'm not. After last night, I don't think I'm emotionally stable enough. See, I'm not ready. I've heard a lot of people resonating with, I think her name is Hallie, and she is the female main character. I do remember Henry, and I do remember liking Henry a lot, so I'm ready for this. However, I'm obviously not ready for this. I am ready for this. I have the book on my Kindle. I will be reading it on my Kindle because, again, romance, this is the way you read romance, in my opinion. I have my drink of choice, which is just electrolyte water. My plan is to drink all this in the next 2 hours because I usually am dehydrated when I go to bed. I'm gonna sit back now, relax, read. Today is a very gloomy day. I have not seen a single ray of sunshine today, but that's okay. That ex-boyfriend is an asshole. I've said it. We're leaving it at that. He reminds me a lot of my ex-boyfriend, who was also an asshole. Hi. I am currently 14% in, which my Kindle says that equals to about 50 pages. Not sure if that's true, but I'm going with it so far. It's been like a half an hour or something. I'm so tired that it takes me just like a long while to get things done and to read, but I'm not in a hurry, okay? I'm not in a hurry at all. I can just chill, read. So far, the book is good. So far, I really like Henry. I just, like, he's great. Henry is great. It's good. It's fun. It's classic romance, classic college romance. I don't think this is going to be outstanding. Like, I'm just going to say that right now. I don't think it's going to make me feel special like the other book yesterday, but it's good. And I'm enjoying it so far. This is a strangers to friends to lovers book. And I've heard somewhere there is no third act breakup, so I am here for this. Alright, I'm halfway through the book right now. Alright, halfway. I just don't know what to tell you about it. For some reason, I thought this would probably be my favorite one. I personally liked Wildfire more, just because it was a little bit faster. This is very slow. Like, sure, they turned into friends first, and now they're kind of probably realizing that maybe they like each other a little more than friends. But it's taken them half the book, and there have only been forehead kisses, which is fine. But I think it's time now for an actual kiss, because this is a romance book, right? I lied. Okay. 2 pages later, there's a kiss, and now they're in bed. Whoops. Every time there is an autistic character, I'm like, I've never related so much to anybody. And then I realize, yes, it's because this person is autistic and so am I. This is why representation is so important, because suddenly you realize that it's not just you who thinks like this, and it's not just you who hates soft, tickly touches, and it's not just you who likes specific kinds of foods, and it's not just you who gets overwhelmed by people. If you're wondering, yes, Henry and I are the same person, but also we're a completely different person. I thought I'd check back in with you since I'm now 73% into the book. Let me grab it. Ba-ba. Whoops. I'm just gonna say it. This book is generally a good book. If you did not like Icebreaker, I promise you're gonna like this more. Alright? It's a lot better than the first book, which, to be honest, she's just evolved in her writing. It's gotten better, obviously, because Icebreaker was her first book, this is her third. It's obviously a lot better. I personally like it a lot better just because the smut is just not there all the time, which I think is just like, it's better for the story. It doesn't need to be there. There's no need for it. Overall, this is a lot more tame. Doesn't mean it's spice-free, by no means, but that's just my personal feeling on it. I enjoy this more, so let me read this, and I will come back to you once I'm done with my final opinion. Alrighty, everybody, 11 a.m. p.m. What am I even saying? I just finished the book. I rated it a 3 stars. I might go up 3.5. Maybe also just staying at 3 stars. I don't know yet. I'm probably gonna decide that within the next few days. I tend to usually not tell you my ratings because they have nothing to say about the quality of the book and are purely my own enjoyment. I don't know if it helps you if I tell you my star rating rather than just saying I enjoyed this, but it was not the best book ever. So you get what I mean here? It was good. It was fun. I did not really enjoy the end conflict. I understood why it was necessary. I liked the representation in it. I enjoyed it. I pretty much had a great time reading the book. And I can only encourage you to read it. It's a good romance book. I'm pretty sure that if you pick this up, you're gonna have a good time if you're looking for a cute, easy romance. That's where I'm gonna leave this book because, honestly, it was a good, fun book. But compared to what I read yesterday, honestly, it just does not compare. It just doesn't compare, which is unfair because this is a romance and the other one was not. Although it did have romance. It had romance anyway. And with that, we're also at the end of today's video. Please let me know if you have any more books that you've seen online that you want me to read because you need an opinion. You want to know if you would want to read these books. I will gladly read any book that you want me to. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like. And if you don't already, consider subscribing and I will see you for the next video that I make. Bye, everybody! How is it that I'm still obsessed with this book? How is it that I still think about this? I told my mom to read this book. I told 2 of my friends to read this book. I just told my roommate to read this book. My roommate, she's in our book club, okay? I might actually go up to my book club and be like, hey, do you want to read this book? Because I will be here, I will read it again. So if you're in my book club with me, I have a book club with my friends from like home, like a local book club. Maybe we pick this up because it's good and fun and cute and a little queer and mystery and all the good things. Yes? Yes? I'm obsessed with it. I need to write my review in my book journal, but I'm like a month behind on that thing, so I need to catch up. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you very soon. Bye, everybody.